Dog Gadgets Live.
Hello, welcome to Brown Dog Gadgets Live. I'm Amanda, the Education Outreach Coordinator here at Brown Dog Gadgets. Behind the camera, I've got Pete.
Hey.
Today we are making a Christmas LED wreath that you can customize in a bunch of different ways.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Everybody loves customization.
I mean, I can hold it up, but it's going to look a little sketchy.
Put it right in front of your face. With just your mouth showing.
Perfect. But before we get into that, if you have not followed us on our social media platforms, please do so. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, and YouTube. Also, jump on over to browndoggadgets.com and you can join our mailing list. So please do that. We only send out about 2 to 3 emails a month just with really great stuff for you.
Yeah.
Always exciting.
Right.
Yeah. And then all of the templates and guides that you see today, as well as all the other days, can be found at browndoggadgets.com. And if you have any questions, feel free to chat with us as we go, or you can always email us afterwards at help@browndoggadgets.com.
It's all true.
Awesome. All right, let's switch the overhead cam. This wreath is fun. It's actually, wow, it is really zoomed in.
Yeah, I know. I didn't get it right.
That's okay. All right, so this wreath is, so what I did is I printed the template, which don't worry, I don't have it to show you. I did a really good job with that. Printed the template on heavy cardstock, and I actually just cut the template out and built right on that for this one.
Yeah.
But you can also use cardboard. So I took the template, traced it out, and the template does have circles on it and a little X just to kind of give you a guide as to where to put the LEDs. This is also a really great project to talk about parallel versus series circuits and why this works.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to jump straight into building this because this one is a little bit lengthy. It is going to use a decent amount of maker tape, but I want to make sure that all of my LEDs are solid, they're not flickering, because I'm going to cover them up with a lot of stuff and glue.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be able to access them anymore.
This is what we call embedded LEDs.
There we go. All right, so we're going to use maker tape to build our circuit. We are going to have one pathway going around the outside of our circle, and that's going to be our positive pathway. And then we'll have another one going around the inside, which will be our negative pathway. And instead of like cutting and overlapping, you're just going to kind of go with it. It does not need to be perfect.
Oh, I don't know if I can watch.
You can. You can do it, Pete. Because it's all going to get covered up anyway.
Oh, but I still know.
Well, know that I did this the best I could in the moment. How's that?
I could probably cut equal length segments and make like a...
You could.
What comes after an octagon? I know there's a dodecahedron, but I thought that was 3-dimensional. No, maybe it's...
I mean, a decagon, isn't that 10?
Decagon is 10, yeah. That's right. I made a whole...
There you go. All right, so I got almost around to the beginning here. What I'm going to do near my X is I'm actually going to do a quick right angle turn. And I'm going to have about 1.5 inches or so that kind of hangs off the edge there. Because I do, whether or not I can access my LEDs doesn't necessarily matter, but I do need to be able to access the battery in case I want to change it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take this tab and I'm going to wrap it around the back. So I've got my positive pathway there. And you know what? Just in case, we'll label them.
Yeah.
So this is my positive. I'll label it here too because I'm going to cover it up anyway. And then I'm going to label it on the back just so when I flip it over, I'm not confused. All right, so now I'm going to do the same thing in the middle for my negative pathway. And we're going to get rid of this extra tape or extra backing. It's in my way. All right. Pete, don't look.
Okay.
And I'm just going straight and then kind of angling it a little bit.
Yep. A curved line is just a series of very small straight segment lines. Yeah. In some places.
For some things.
Indeed.
All right. We've made it around. Now, I do not want to connect these yet. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do a little bit of a right angle turn here. Bring it down to the edge. What was that?
I'll show you later.
Okay. And then I've got a tab hanging over the edge here. It's a little long. I'm just going to make sure that they don't actually touch on the back.
Yeah.
So I angled it a little bit, and then I'll label that one negative. All right, so I know I've got my negative pathway in the middle there, positive pathway on the outside. So then I'm going to take 6 LEDs. They can be whatever color you'd like. I'm going to use red. And I'm going to make sure that I'm paying attention when I bend these legs down, that I've got my long leg towards the outside pathway and my short leg towards the inside. And then I'm just going to go over them and tape them down. You can bend them so they follow the path a little bit better. And actually, I'm going to go that way with that one. And I'm just going to put a piece of tape right over the top of each of these legs. So this project is not short by any means, but I feel like it's really fun.
Yeah.
It's got some good appeal once it's completed.
Yep.
There are a lot of different ways that you can finish this off as well. We're going to show you just like the crumpled paper way. I also used those pom-poms. But then one of the other guides the guide also shows like using string and wrapping it around multiple times. So that's also a great option.
There's probably a ton of options.
Oh,
for
absolutely.
making
You could just color it too.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you could color it. You could have them poke through like we do for other projects, poke the LED legs through and have the circuitry on the back.
Yeah.
And just color the front.
Whole bunch of options.
Yeah. What else? You could use crumpled up tissue paper. I'm using construction paper here. And I'm actually giving myself a little bit of a extra strip of maker tape to work from, just hanging off the side of the table. So I can just kind of cut some as I go. You don't have to keep it on the roll. It really, even if it kind of folds over on itself a little bit, it doesn't stay stuck.
Yeah.
It's pretty forgiving, which is great. I did tell Josh, so Pete wasn't feeling great, so I wasn't sure if Josh was gonna have to do this with me today.
All right.
Yesterday when we were in, and I told Josh, I said, it's fine. You can stream with me, but you have to interact with me.
Ooh, what? Does he not?
He kind of just sits on his phone. He's like, well, I don't want to interrupt you. No, I can't sit here talking to myself. Exactly. I mean, Pete and I do have this down to a science, but
I'm grateful he can fill in when I am.
I know, I am.
In
I am as
hospital
well.
or wherever.
Or, yeah.
Getting an X-ray.
At the fire station.
I looked at my X-rays. They're pretty cool. I sent them to Josh.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is everyone just sending X-rays to Josh today?
I got some yesterday, so I sent them to Josh. Yeah,
We only have 8 people total in our office. Why are there so many people with X-rays this week? That's the question.
Do we think there's more than one person with real X-rays?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do?
I do think
Okay.
that the X-rays that he got are real X-rays.
Interesting.
I know. I don't know what they're for, though. I know. All right. I almost have all of my LEDs on here, you people. Almost. And when I'm putting my LED legs taped down, I am running my nail across the tape along the sides of those legs because I want to make sure that they're all solidly connected. All right. I've got all 6 LEDs on here. Now we need to finish our circuit on the back. So I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to add my battery. So I need a sticky side out tape loop. So I'm going to take about 1 inch worth of maker tape and roll it up with the sticky side out, just like you would the back of a poster. And I'll put that right on top of my negative pathway. So whenever we're building a circuit, we do want to have the battery positive side up. It just helps make sure that we're not wrapping around the edge and possibly short-circuiting our project. So that's why I've got it on the negative one. So I'll put my battery right on top of that. And I should, we'll see if I was actually paying attention to the polarity. I think I was. I was also moving quickly. I'm going to connect my positive pathway to the top of the battery. And let's see. Woo!
Hey!
There we go. We are all lit up. All right, so the circuit itself is done. Now is this is the part where, you know, some kids love it, some kids hate it. It is the artsy part. I just took a bunch of pieces of green construction paper, cut it into squares, and crumpled it up. So I have got all of that crumpled already. I don't even know how much this is going to need. You could just use regular glue. If you've been here before, you know that that's not my style. I am just going to go for it with hot glue. And, you know, sometimes you can do like sections at a time. Yeah. When I did the pom-poms, I actually just shoved a bunch of them down all at once. And that worked really well because of how small they are.
Do you want me to fill time while you keep doing that?
I might.
Okay. I'd like to show off a project.
I think that sounds great.
Okay. Let me see if I can
need
make
the
this
lower
work right.
wattage.
I think I can get it so... Okay. Oh, I'm not there. Where am I? Okay, look. You can work on that.
Okay.
This project. So this is from 2016. But I had this weird idea to use the design of a decagon, which is a 10-sided object, whatever.
Yeah.
And put LEDs all around it, similar to a little wreath. So
Okay.
I did a prototype. I laser etched this piece of wood, and I got these 10 millimeter LEDs from Brown Dog Gadgets.
Okay.
And these were these clear ones.
They're such a great source for things like that.
I know,
Oh, wait.
right? So I did this weird thing where I laser etched it, and then I rolled ink onto it to make it black and white.
Okay.
The idea was to build a larger version using light bulbs instead of LEDs. So I was like, yeah, I can make this fairly inexpensive.
I could do that.
Right? I did. So I built a tiny version, and there's also a little Brown Dog Gadgets USB power bank in here from
Of
the
course.
olden days. But you can see there's a whole bunch of wires on the back. But I had a little microcontroller. I programmed it to do some, see if this works. I don't think this audio. Just kind of do some little light chases.
Yeah.
Back and forth and blinking things, whatever. And that was fun. I mean, we've done some LED programming in our time here, so
Right.
that was fun. And then the next step was, let's see, I used a CNC router. Actually, I had a friend of mine do a large version. So this is like, I don't know, 3.5, 4 feet wide.
Okay.
And those are all full-size light bulbs with light bulb bases that you screw into whatever. And this was our prototype. So this was like a test, one of the early tests, and you can hear that clicking sound. It's the relays that are used to control the lights. So it made a lot of noise.
I see that.
And it lit up really nice. And we didn't use LED bulbs. I used incandescent because they don't, when you turn them off, they don't exactly like switch off fast like an LED. They have some fade time, so you can kind of see. So I had a few different videos, I think, of it. And we showed this at Maker Faire years ago. So if you look at
Yeah, I think you guys have brought it up with me before, and I've never actually seen it.
Yeah, so...
Or Josh has brought it up multiple times.
Yeah, so it did all these, funky, fun little, lighting effects. And we put it in a dark room, or the dark room as we called it. And it was just this weird kind of crazy art sculpture. Someone called it the Vortex to Hell, which I think is a fun name, but I also like deck of light, as I called it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought it was really cool to kind of see the way the light interacted with those pattern, the channels of white.
That is really cool.
Yeah. And then in, let's see, 2020,
Okay.
I gave it to somebody because they said they were going to put it in their studio, and I never got to find out if they did, but I just didn't have room to store it. That's the only problem with making really large projects is you need a place
space
to store them. And that's the great thing about our small projects.
It's true.
Like this.
It's true.
And
Sometimes
even-
I have so many of them though that I'm like,
know,
I
they build
don't
up.
know what to do with them at this point.
But I know, like, when we did the Bitboard launch, Josh got this, like, Ferris wheel, and it was, like, almost 2 feet tall, I feel like.
That's
And we
awesome.
had it for a while. It was cool, but it was also, like,
Huge.
yeah, where are we going to put this? It's so big. So I think he sold it off, because Lego kits are always have some value to somebody.
Mm-hmm. We're getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Almost there,
I
Pete.
should have talked longer.
Do you want to show the actual template for this?
Yeah,
Since
we
I
can
forgot to grab
Let's
it.
pull that out.
I cut it and then didn't get another one. Didn't print another one. It's a super simple template, and when he pulls it up, you're also going to see, if he pulls up the one with the bow on it, that there is a template for a bow, which I am going to throw together right after this.
Okay, let's see. This is the big
It
guy.
is,
Okay.
yeah. So that's the yarn. So you can wrap
Yeah.
yarn around it. I think going in and out of the middle with yarn sounds obnoxious, but you know, it looks cool.
Yeah, so this one has a bow if you want to add a bow.
Yeah. So the template has, what I did is I cut it out, or I colored over on both sides with just a nice bright red marker, and then cut it out. So I didn't even trace it onto anything. But yeah, so the image you can see, you can also use
Cereal box or whatever.
recycled cereal boxes,
Yeah.
or yeah.
Flatten those LED lights. Add a battery.
All right, we're getting
Oh.
close.
Yarn. Look at the yarn one. Oof. That's
I know, this the
dedication.
whole thing of going in and out, I was like, no, I don't think I want to do
I
that.
didn't even think of that part.
But the interesting thing is, I also, when you look at this one, that looks obnoxious as well.
It does. It looks like time consuming, but some people, that's the thing.
Some people love that.
Yeah, that's their whole thing. Is like
It's
just
true.
getting in the zone and like
Yeah.
spending all their time doing that.
But so what I realized, and I'm flickering a little bit right now, but I realized when I was doing it that I could do big sections of hot glue and grab a handful and smush it down.
Okay. Yeah.
It went a lot faster. Funny story about this one. I asked Josh to order these multicolored green pom-poms for me.
Right.
And they got here, and I realized I didn't look at the size.
Oh no, another one of the.
I thought they were going to be like an inch, and they're definitely not.
Yeah.
They work really well with the LED. I think they look really nice, but I was like, this is going to take me forever.
So this is Josh ordering the clamps once again. Where
Yes, that's correct.
next to the clamps that were this
Yes,
big.
he got
when we
mini
needed
clamps.
them this big, this big. I'm always calling them like we needed big ones. He got little ones.
Yeah. All right.
The
So
photo, you know.
if I was a perfectionist, I mean, I kind of am, but I'm not going to do this right now. I would
Okay.
probably add more pieces right around
Yeah.
the edges here, but that's okay. I want to show you the bow. And actually, I still have a little bit of left.
You can work on it when we're done.
It's true. All right. So I want to show you the bow because I do think it's a really clever way to make a paper bow, and I had never thought of it before. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take this middle part here, and I'm going to roll up the ends towards the middle, just on one side, just to give it a little bit of bend.
It already looks better.
Right? I didn't do that at first. I didn't read the directions because, you know, teachers, I don't really read.
That could be a great bow tie for my cat.
I know. It's like, it really looks very cute. And then so I bent the middle up a little bit, so it's kind of got a nice little, very loose W shape. And then I'm going to roll this rectangle up. Because I want to make sure it wraps around easily.
I just want to let you know that Nathan Roger can't stay for the whole video, but this looks great so far.
Thank you, Nathan.
So-
It is a fun one. I after I made the one with the pom-poms, I was like, I really like this project. It's very enjoyable. All right, so we've got our pieces here. I'm going to first come in and I'm going to wrap this around the middle, and I'm just going to hot glue it together in the back.
Oh, yeah. I reminded Nathan and everyone that, again, they can always see our stuff, our videos later on. Our streams all go to YouTube. There's a whole archive. You can see them all there.
Absolutely. This year, I apologize, this year, including the ones this week, we will have posted 126 recorded live streams.
Wow.
I know.
When did we start doing 3 a week? Is that this year, I guess?
We did it all this year. I think it was last
I couldn't remember when we started that.
November, maybe? I don't remember. All right, so we've got that part wrapped around the middle. And then I'm just going to take these and hot glue them onto the back.
Ooh.
Clearly, I missed a part when I was coloring.
Yeah, you won't see it.
That's fine. I'm going to hot glue this one onto here. And I'm going to turn it around just to make sure I have it in a place that I like it.
Yeah.
That's good. Getting a little hot glue on my nails. Whatever, it's fine.
It happens.
Benefit of having nails right now.
Guess.
Instead of making myself be burnt with hot glue like my son did this week.
That's right.
Last week.
You know, though, I got super glue on my finger the other day, and I think I prefer hot glue to super glue.
Because you can get it off.
Well, it's just it's on your skin, and they can't wash it off.
Yep.
I mean, it's a burn, though.
I mean, his burn was pretty bad.
It can be pretty bad, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so there's our bow. Just get rid of the little strings.
There are those low temperature.
Yeah,
I
I've
think
heard.
You can get the low temperature glue and guns that do low temp.
Yeah.
For smaller kids, might be
Yeah.
a better option.
All right, I'm going to put
Pile it
some
in
hot
there.
glue on here and shove it on here. Hopefully it's sticking to something. We'll find out shortly.
It'll stick to something, I'm sure.
Yeah, hopefully it's got some paper there that it's sticking to.
Count to 20.
Or just really risk it.
Yeah.
There we go. So that is another version
Pretty good. Yeah. Which do you prefer?
of the wreath. I think the organization of the one with the pom-poms makes me happier.
Yeah.
This one's a little too chaotic for me.
Well,
I could have taken my time too. That would help.
I do like how the LEDs kind of fit in with the balls as well.
They do.
As far as,
They're like the same
size-wise.
size.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
So, unintentionally.
And you used red LEDs, so I wonder what green would look like just to go all green.
Yeah, that could look cool too. That gap was bugging me. It needed to be filled.
I remember, you know what I did? I changed our settings a little because of that flickering.
Oh, there we go. That's perfect.
Forget I changed it all because of
I know. Because of the
this should
7-segment display.
Yeah.
Perfect. So there's 2 really great ways to build this same project.
Right.
Like we said, you could color it. You could use the string method. If you do, more power to you.
Yeah. Do the yarn one and then send us a photo. No, send us a time-lapse video if you
Yeah. There we
want
go.
to see.
I love it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then this is also a great way to talk about how all of these LEDs in parallel still work.
Yeah.
And if one goes out, the rest of them are still going to work, which is
Good.
definitely helpful in things like this or Christmas trees now that, one light doesn't take everything down.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you had issues with your lights this year? Because our experience, it doesn't take out the whole string, but it takes out a segment,
Yeah,
which is still not great, but
mine will have if one is going, there's 2 others near it that will go. But mine is also a pre-lit Christmas tree.
Oh, the whole tree, okay.
Yeah.
No, we had a string, and it's, say it's, whatever, 20 feet long, or I don't
Yeah.
know, 1 meter. And, maybe a segment of, 3 feet didn't light, and instead, find one bad one in there or something. So
Hey,
it's not as bad, I guess.
not as bad as the whole thing going out.
I know.
Yeah.
acceptable.
So awesome. This is a great way to make the season a little more festive.
Yes.
Awesome. Just a reminder, if you have not followed us on our social media platforms, you can do so. You can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, and YouTube. Also, the template for the project, as well as signing up for our mailing list, can be done at browndoggadgets.com. And then if you have any questions, you can always email us at help@browndoggadgets.com.
Cool.
Tomorrow, we will be doing some Christmas hats and the menorah
That's
hat.
right.
We're going to make sure we hit up the menorah hat that we skipped the other day as well.
Yeah.
And then Thursday, we have got chapter 32
Yeah.
of Microbit University,
Yes, I
using
get that
the
done.
7-segment display and potentiometer.
Yes.
And then in January, we're going to take a break for a little bit from Microbit University, but we've got some really fun Microbit projects to show you
Yeah.
once we come back in January.
Wonderful.
Yeah. That's all we've got for you today. We hope you'll join us tomorrow. We'll see you then.
Thanks for watching. Please visit browndoggadgets.com for parts, projects, and curriculum. Follow us on social media at browndoggadgets. We'll see you next time.